Evaluating normality. Not all the continuous distribution are normal. Remember just now I mentioned there are many types of continuous distribution, but your syllabus will only focus on normal distribution. It's important for us to know whether the data is normal or not normal. The normal distribution data should approximate the theoretical normal distribution, meaning that you will have the bell-shaped curve which is symmetric and your mean equals to your median. You also learn that follow the empirical rule to check the normal distribution, and you can use Q3 minus Q1 equals to 1.33 sigma to check the normal distribution. But this one we seldom use because the population standard deviation usually is unknown. There are four categories of approach that we usually use to check or to evaluate normality. For the first three approach, you already learned before. So we have four approach today. The fourth approach is actually the new for you. So first one is to construct the chart or graph. So you have learned previously, you can use the box plot, histogram, or polygon to check normality. If they follow a bell-shaped curve, then you know they are normally distributed. If not, then you will have to tell whether they are skewed left or skewed right. The second approach is using the descriptive summary. This one you have learned also. If the mean equals to the median equals to mode, then you say your data follow a normal distribution. This one we just mentioned in this chapter, Q3 minus Q1 approximate to 1.33 sigma, then you can say it's approximately normal distributed. Another way is you check the range value. If the range value is approximate to 6 sigma, then you can say your data follow a normal distribution. However, we seldom use this number 2 and number 3 here because these two, we need to know the population standard deviation, which is usually not true. We usually don't know in the real situation. Third approach is to observe the distribution of the data set. Remember, I asked you to memorize the empirical rule. You have 68%, 95% for 2 sigma, 99.7% for 3 sigma. So if your data set fulfill this empirical rule, then you say they follow a normal distribution. So the fourth method is a new one here. Evaluate the normal probability plot. Is the normal probability plot approximate a linear, meaning a straight line with a positive slope? If yes, then you say your data follow a normal distribution. Otherwise, it's not normal. So normal probability plot, you have to arrange the data into order array. Don't worry, you don't need to follow this step to manually do it because you can use your IBM SPSS to plot it. So for the same thing for your project, please use the IBM SPSS to plot it. Just follow the step I given to you in the e-learning portal, the step for the IBM SPSS. You plot the QQ plot. So QQ plot, you will see this one. The x-axis here is your z-score. The y-axis here is your original x value. So if you have a straight line going up, a positive straight line like this, then you say it follow a normal distribution. But this one, because the straight line is not exactly straight, so we say approximately linear. So if it's not linear, then you have to tell whether it's left skewed or right skewed or others. So these are the example of non-linear plot. So for this one, the left skewed one is like an opposite tick sign. So this one, the right side is like a tick. So if you have some symbol like this, it's not a straight line. It rises quickly in the beginning and then rise slowly at the end. So this is skewed right. Opposite way is skewed left. So this one rectangular, we seldom use this, so don't worry about this non-linear equation.